Hey everybody, it's Mark Call, and today we're going to talk about something that might sound kind of funny, but it's blog fishing. Now, you can get more information on my blog right here. If you go to markcall.com/blog, you'll get all kinds of cool videos like this. So let me get started. I first want to thank Mr. Alex Jeffries. Now, if you don't know who Alex Jeffries is, he's probably one of the biggest gurus in internet marketing today. He has taken the internet marketing world by storm, and he's very humble. Actually, if he's listening right now, his face is turning red because he doesn't consider himself a guru. But be sure to visit his blog also, which is marketingwithyou.com. That's marketingwithyou.com. I've been very fortunate to have Alex Jeffries as a personal mentor of mine, and he's the one that the other night on a mastermind call with him shared this analogy of the internet and your blog and where you should be and how it works. So let's get started. I want you to think of the internet as the ocean here. You can see we've got the ocean right here, and it's a big, blue, scary, deep, you don't know what's out there. And when you're first starting out, it can be real scary. Now, where would you go fishing if you were going to go fishing in the ocean? Would you stand on shore and cast out when you know truly the biggest fish are out in the middle of the ocean? Well, Alex was telling us the other night that tuna fishermen, those are some of the biggest fish in the world. They go out into the big, deep blue ocean, but do you know where they fish? They fish around these right here, these oil rigs, and we've got one right there. So I want you to think of the internet as a big, deep blue ocean and your blog as an oil rig that's out in the middle of the ocean. Now, it's not why you think. It's not because we're going to be drilling for oil and trying to get rich. There's a whole bunch of different reasons for this, and I'm going to go into that on why. If you look right here we've got the big blue ocean, and we've got your blog, the oil rig, popped down in the middle of that big blue ocean. Now, what happens after that oil rig has been sitting in the water for some time? Well, algae forms around the bottom of it, creating its own little like coral reef, which attracts all of these little fish. Now, what I want you to do is think of this algae that's on the bottom of this oil rig as your blog posts. Eventually what happens, you see these little bait fish, they're coming in here to feed off of the algae. Well, we've got the oil rig, which is your blog, plopped down in the middle of the deep blue ocean, and you're forming algae down below for these little bait fish to start feeding off. Does that make sense to you so far? This made so much sense to me, it was scary. So as you start building your blog and start posting more articles, there's a number of ways to get people to your blog. Well, as you see, you all of a sudden get bigger fish and bigger bait fish that are coming in. The algae is actually a blog post. Now, what happens is as you go out and you start posting articles and people are posting with you, you all of a sudden get other oil rigs, other blogs linking back to you. You can see what we have right here. Here's my blog. We've got another blog, another blog, another blog, and another blog posting back. These are called backlinks, and let me give you an example of this. I have a couple friends online. One of them is Mr. Gary Parks. If you go to garyparks.com, that's his blog. And the other one's Mr. Mark Austin, Mission Internet Marketing /blog. Mark's an incredible guy. We've become true friends. As I built my blog, I had a little tiny bit of algae, but I was visiting these other blogs and posting sincere information. The next thing I knew, Mr. Gary Parks was linked to me, and Mission Internet Marketing, Mark Austin, was linked to me, and vice versa. I linked to them. Now, most of my traffic to my blog, the people feeding off my algae, are coming from these two other blogs. And I know I'm sending traffic to these two blogs. So you can see how it works. And I want to thank you, Mark Austin. You have really helped me tremendously in setting up my blog. If you get a chance, guys, go to missioninternetmarketing.com/blog. Tell Mark Austin I sent you over there. Tell him I said hello, and make sure you subscribe to his blog too. So let's move on. We've got all of these other oil rigs, blogs linking to each other, feeding off the algae from each other. Now what happens? Let me draw this out for you real quick. Here's your blog. Down below the surface of the ocean is your articles. Now you've got these fish, now I can't draw very good, that start to feed off this. As these fish start to feed off this, you're branching out and visiting other oil rigs, other blogs. You're posting on these other blogs something that's sincere, and the links just keep coming back to you. And the next thing you know, folks, you will be landing the big fish. Now, what is the big fish? The big fish is somebody that's followed you from just about day one, and as soon as you release something true to your heart that you believe in, they buy it off you. Look at this guy right here. It's absolutely incredible. He went fishing around a big oil rig, your blog, and he has got a huge smile on his face. Now, this is Alex Jeffries right now. Alex has a huge smile on his face. He's been blog fishing for some time now and built this exactly the way that I've done the analogy for you. So I want to thank you for watching. I hope that makes sense. Plop your blog into the middle of the deep blue ocean. Let the algae grow around the bottom, which is your blog post. You'll eventually get some small fish in there feeding, which will lead to other blogs posting to you, other oil rigs hooking up next to you, the power in numbers, and eventually lead to you catching the big fish. For now, I'm Mark Call. Make sure you visit me at markcall.com/blog. That's markcall.com/blog. Again, I want to thank Alex Jeffries. I want to thank Gary Parks and really Mark Austin for helping me out with all of this. Make sure you visit their blogs too and subscribe. We'll talk to you later. Have a great day.